Totepec, land of the Ether Shore.
Holy fuck, this nation's fucking incredible!
Let me ask you something. Do you like attack density? You fucking should, you drooling troglodyte. Attack density wins early wars, and winning early wars wins games. And Totepec has some serious attack density, thanks to the reckless bite attacks it has on all of its piranha units. Size 2, 16 HP, 10 to 12 protection, shields across the board except the one guy who has a net, and all of them have a reckless bite attack that deals 17 slashing damage. 17! Slashing damage! They're also all amphibious, all have forest survival, and 14 to 16 map move. Disgusting. And there's caveman units. Boy, howdy, these are rough. Okay, first of all, the one-handed club guy. Never build him. There's simply no reason to, because the two-handed club guy exists, and wow, that is a 28 damage great club attack. And if for some reason you don't need to crush a monolith into a more snortable form, there's the two-handed spear option. Less upfront damage, but it's piercing, and we all know that that can be useful for killing heavy armored units dead. Size 3, 23 hit points, 18 map move, 2 survivals to make that map move even more relevant, and immunity to both hot and cold weather fatigue. These guys can bring the hurt in almost any scenario. Finally, there's two, count 'em, two Recruit Anywhere Sacreds. Both have medium armor, both have magical piercing weapons. One is a net and a two-handed weapon, and the other has a shield, a more reliable bite attack, and a little bit of poison as a treat. I think the Raging Paladin is better personally, but the choice is yours. Oh fuck, you want commanders? Totepec has commanders. 50 gold gets you a fucking spy, 1 recruitment point, 65 stealth, only 2 resources to build. Keep tabs on your enemies from the word go with these bitey James Bond fish boys. The Caveman Spearmaster, not only is it inspirational, not only can it run cavemen through deserts and over mountains, it is a brutally efficient thug chassis, especially for killing enemy SCs. It needs gear, caveman technology isn't great, but it's strong, fast, and can do a lot of different jobs well. The Warlord, hell, he's a cheap underwater thug if you need one, but he's also an 80 leadership boy for 60 gold, with 10 undead and magical to boot. Solid army leader with a hat and a shield who doesn't immediately die to birds or something else dumb. Acolyte, standard H1, nothing special, actually makes a solid thug if your bless takes him in that direction, even cheaper than the Warlord or the Caveman, and he doesn't have bad combat stats. The Priest is a pretty standard H2. Personally, I don't ever want to recruit Holy 2s, but these guys are Inquisitors, so if you want to scrub away bad candles while casting Banish or Anti-Sacred spells, you can do that really quickly. Neophytes of the Aether Shores are Communion Mages with 10 head protection and 16 hit points for 65 gold.
Yo, let's fucking go, boys!
Hand of the Ether Shore is a goddamn loot box on legs. It's got a single 4-way 100% random, and then 3 coin flip randoms, so you can end up paying 135 gold for a 5-path mage. The Water and Death randoms give you Foul Vapors and Skelespam access in your communions, and you could potentially score a D2 mage with enough pulls on the slot machine. The Master of the Ether Shore is a big astral mage who's recruitable anywhere and can potentially hit S5 or N4 straight out of the box, giving you access to some big, scary rituals and items that most nations can't even compete for. The Water randoms can boost to be solo Foul Vapor smoke machines, and they all bring those terrifying late-game astral spells to bear on the battlefield with an actually reasonable amount of slaves behind them. Good stuff. High Priests, whether you want to go all in on the Recruit Anywhere Sacreds, have an Asleep or a Mobile Pretender, want a Zero Research Evocation Mage, or all those things at once, these cap-only boys are here to serve. Besides having 40 leadership, there's nothing special about these guys, and that's good, because it keeps the price reasonable. You're going to want a few of these, but not a ton, so cap-only isn't a huge restriction.
Totepec has national spells!
They're all in Conjuration, and they mostly summon animals, most notably, summon Jaguars, which can be great with a scary bless. Just make a Master of Ether Shore your prophet, and get free upkeep and access to this spell from that guy, or find some druids to give boosters to. Herd of Elephants. Sometimes you just want to smash some things with elephants. Summon Monster Toad, which can be very useful at punching big, noxious holes into enemy formations, much like a poisonous, sacred elephant. Summon Tlaloc. Hey, do you want a ton of magical diversity on 4 unique beefy mage chassis for the Herculean task of boosting all the way up to Water 4? Of course you do. These fellas are amazing. Totepec is amazing. You were amazing. And we did amazing things.